range because I needed to zero my optic. I got a Spectre LCAM, so it's really fucking a high quality bomb proof optic. Like, there's nothing really compares to those things. Well, I'm out there shooting it, and then Farva and his dad show up, and they were they had one rifle. It was Saints Armory AR-15, so it was a mass compliant rifle, which is gay, and they had 3 optics. And the dude, he saw my rifle, and he's telling me, like, oh yeah, we were here yesterday and we zeroed it at 25 yards, so now we're gonna zero it at 100 yards and make sure we're still on paper. And I said to him, you know, if you have an actual 25 yard zero, that equates to a 200 yard zero, so you should be good. He's like, oh, I know, well, that's what we're gonna do anyway. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. He fucking shoots one optic, he takes that optic off, puts another optic on, shoots that optic, takes that one off, puts another one on. And during this process, I'm shooting the SCAR, and after like 7 rounds I had it zeroed, so I knew for a fact, like, okay, that little bullshit zero I did inside, it's still good. I just fine-tuned it, and now it was bueno. Like, it was, I could use the BDC in the optic now. And they tell me, they're like, hey, we're trying to zero our optics and your rifle's extremely loud. Do you mind waiting for us to finish? Nope. I looked at him and I laughed. Like, well, if you're trying to zero your optics, you're fucking wrong and you're wasting ammo and money, and you should just give me that money so I can spend it on 308. Because every time you take that optic off, you have to re-zero it when you put it back on. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. And then I just started ripping off rounds with the SCAR. Like, I was like, okay, I got a match grade trigger. I'm gonna see how fast I can shoot 10 rounds. They're getting all huffy and puffy about it. And then he comes over to look at the SCAR. He's like, yeah, I don't think I'd ever use that because the military would never use it. I just looked at him, I'm like, what? And then he's telling me how he got this fucking $80 fucking holographic sight from Amazon, and it's military quality, and it's what the Army uses. And I looked at him in as straight a face as possible. I'm like, are you talking about the McDonald's Army? Because the United States Army doesn't use that shit. They use EOTech, they use Trijicon, they use Aimpoint, and they use LCAM. And that rifle right there was designed for SOCOM. That optic is used by SOCOM. You're an idiot. You can't even shoulder your rifle, you're so fucking huge. He got upset. They both started getting all huffy and puffy. I'm pretty sure they reported me. But I'm like, fuck off. Like, you're gonna tell me to stop shooting so that you can shoot? Like, bro, I paid my membership fees so I can fucking shoot here outside. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. It's a gun range, it's gonna be fucking loud. The muzzle brake on your SCAR is so loud. Can you stop? No. Can you grow some balls? How about that one? Like, I'm not bothering you. Leave me alone. Yeah, man. Like, his dad was scowling at me the whole time. I was like, fucking look all you want, bro. Like, drink your haterade. Yeah. You wanna see it naked? I'll charge you. Don't hate me because I have fine taste in weapons. Like, I hate using public ranges. Like, public and private ranges. Because my SCAR 17, it's not legal. At least for Massachusetts, it's not. I need to pin and weld the muzzle device, and I also need to pin in the stock so it doesn't extend and it doesn't fold. But I'm not doing that. Like, it's a fucking $3,000 rifle. I'm not gonna butcher it up like that. I do plan on changing the muzzle device, I want a different muzzle brake, but other than that, they can fuck off. And I hate going to ranges and having people ask, is that Massachusetts legal? Like, how about you go walk down range and me forget that you're over there? Like, you really want to threaten me? Like, seriously? You want to threaten my future, my livelihood, by saying that you're going to call the cops because I have a weapon that I shouldn't have? Last I checked, it's not full auto, and even if it was, it's not your fucking business. Oh, I wish I could in Massachusetts, man. I really do. That's what I miss so much about Vegas, is once I figured out where I could go shooting outside of the range, that's all I ever did. I never went to the fucking indoor ranges. Yeah, the only reason I'm using the membership range here is because it's in Rhode Island, and it's the only outdoor range I could get into. Like, all the outdoor ranges in Massachusetts, or nearby me anyway in Mass, most of them require a reference, and even the one that doesn't require a reference, it's a really nice range, but it's commonly used by the New Bedford Police Department. And I don't want to go to ranges in Massachusetts and have people question the legality of what I'm shooting. Because like, that shit just ain't fair, because in Rhode Island, they don't have any of the stupid limits that Massachusetts does. Like, they don't care about magazine count. They don't care about these bullshit features. Like, ooh, you've got a vertical foregrip. That's an assault weapon now. You can't have that. Like, fuck out of here. Plus, like, the only public ranges in the area are indoor. And shooting a Scar 17 and an M1 Garand indoor at 25 yards max is pretty fucking stupid. Yeah. Especially with a Scar, because every time I would take it there, I would get the normal oohs and ahs like, oh wow, that's a Scar 17, or oh wow, that thing looks cool. And then it turns into, oh my god, that's extremely loud, can you not shoot that? Actually, I came here to shoot this specifically, that's why I have it out. Yeah. What's annoying about the club that I'm in now, like, they don't let you draw from the holster, which is stupid. Like, I know how to manipulate a firearm, I know not everyone does, but the liability should fall on the shooter, not the range. And they're real fuddy about like how many weapons you can have out. Like, they only want one weapon at the shooting station. And let's say you're shooting at the bench and you want to go from your weapon to your spotting scope or your binoculars to look down at the target. They want you to clear the weapon and put a chamber flag in it. Like, the weapon is staying right here. It's in the pocket of my shoulder, but you still want me to fucking clear it and put a chamber flag in it? Oh fuck, I've been a burner this whole time. Yeah. Yeah, it's very fucking annoying. Yeah. Like, just leave me alone, man. It's like, my rights don't matter. That's how they always make it fucking feel. Like, everyone else's rights matter but mine. Ooh. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Just leave me be. I'm paying this kind of money. Let me fucking enjoy it. Can't even shoot tannerite. Yeah, Tannerite was fun. I loved that shit in Vegas. You could go to Walmart and buy it. All of it. Oh, this bitch is landing. God damn it. Yeah. Oh, another thing that's annoying is they don't allow rapid fire. Like, if I want to piss through this ammo quickly, I should be able to piss through it quickly. Like, I can control my goddamn weapon. I understand not everyone can. Well, guess what? I know how to shoot. So let me shoot. If I want to fucking mag dump 10 rounds of 308 into that piece of paper, fucking 100 yards or 200 yards or 50 yards or 25 yards or 5 feet away, just let me do it. I know it's behind the goddamn target. Let me have my goddamn fun. Yeah. Oh, dude, that scar, I got the Geisley Super Scar trigger in it. So it's a 2-stage, 2-pound per stage trigger pull. So it's extremely light. Like, it is fucking nice. It's a match grade trigger. And, oh man, like when I ride that wall, I can fucking dump that mag pretty fucking quick. Like, I bump fired the Garand just to piss those guys off. And that was pretty entertaining. He's like, oh yeah, that thing, they jam a lot. Like, they're pretty unreliable. Oh, yeah? Watch this. Alakablam! Ping! Yeah. Oh no, it's a real one. It, the gunsmith, that I took it to have it repaired, he did the research on it, and it is the third to last serial number manufactured in January of 1942. And it's a parts matching gun. It even had the original cleaning kit in the stock when I bought it. Like the gun shop I got it from, it was an impulse buy. Like, me and my dad were driving by and he's like, hey, you want to stop in and see if they got ammo? I'm like, yeah. So we stop in there, I grab my 1 box each of 9mm 45 and 308, and then I see the M1 Garand on the wall. And instantly I hone in on that. I'm like, hey, is that an M1 Garand? I'm like, yeah, it is. Here's my license to carry, let me see it. And I pick it up and they knew right away, like, okay, we got a buyer. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, what all comes with it? It's like, just that. Like, guys, you see it? I'm like, okay. I look at the price tag, $17.76. We're like, oh yeah, that's the most American price tag I've ever fucking seen. Here's my debit card. So I buy it. It had the original leather fucking sling too, which is really nice. Like, the stock was in good condition. I'll send you photos of it. But yeah. Yeah, and the barrel is still in great condition. The rifling is still in good shape. When I got it home, I was just like, oh man, I gotta play with this thing. So I'm like moving around, and I'm like checking it out, and I'm like, huh, I wonder if there's anything in the storage compartment. So I flip it open, I see like a couple fucking cloths, and when I pull them out, I see the entire maintenance kit. Like, oh my god. Yep.
Personalized support services to empower your path. Discover why over 90% of ASU students who are employed receive job offers or start a company within 6 months of graduation. Tap to learn more about what sets us apart, or visit us at asuonline.asu.edu.
Ooh. It's over. Yeah, I can tell this thing was used because there are some like minor chips in the stock, but they're very polished in. So like, I like to imagine that it was used on some Nazi skull. And what's neat too, because it's a fucking World War II rifle, it's considered an antique. So I can legally have a bayonet in Massachusetts, which blows my mind. So I need to find a fucking bayonet for an M1 Garand. The only thing that sucks about this rifle is because the 30-06 is progressed, or like because of the manufacturing processes, you can't just shoot any 30-06 through the M1 Garand. It's got to be an M8 ball or 165 grain or lighter. If you go any higher than 165 grain, what'll happen is the pressure is too high with these with the new powder that's used today, so it causes the op rod to blow out a battery, and it actually bends and damages the operating rod. Because what I didn't know when I bought it was the op rod was already bent. So when I started shooting it at the range, I was shooting high pressure 30-06 rounds, and it ended up blowing the op rod out of battery, and I was all confused, like, oh fuck, what the fuck happened here? And I was able to get it back in the battery, but then I'm like, well, something's wrong with it, I need to take it to a gunsmith. And thankfully, the gunsmith had just happened to walk into the shop, or the range at the time. So I talked to him, he tells me what's going on, he strips it real quick, and he's like, oh yeah, your op rod is bent. So he took it, and he ended up, he had it for like a couple months, and he went through like 6 different operating rods, because when he went through the weapon, he saw that it was all still parts matching, and he wanted to keep a similar operating rod. He didn't want a newer one, he wanted to have the correct parts number for the year. And eventually every one that he had ordered, they came in and they were all bent. So he ended up, he had a new technique he hadn't done yet to heat treat and re-straighten the original operating rod. Yeah, there was a lot originally. Like, there was like 3 flights up. I think they got scared after I shot that one flight down. Yeah. What time is it? I'm just gonna land and take a break. Starting to sweat under my rift. Yeah, I know. I'm not looking forward to that. Well, I am and I'm not. Like, I hate the humidity in this house. Massachusetts. But I'm coming to the kind of a crossroads now. You gotta give him an oil check real quick. You gotta poke her butthole. No, don't do that. Altitude. I do not think so, no. Yep, toodles.